No, over here. Come here. No, I'm already over here. It's raining out. Cold weather finally came in. I'm hurting a little more. But aside from that, am I an introvert or an extrovert? I'm kind of confused on this topic. I'm kind of confused. I mean, can you be both? A little bit of this, a little bit of that? Or am I just who I am? Am I just me? So I've taken these quizzes before. They're kind of fun. They're kind of funny. I just took one recently. And it says, according to the results, you appear to be the type of person who doesn't socialize. That's pretty much, I'm pretty much a loner. I always have been, high school included. It said, or socialize often. That's true. You likely have a limited social network and possibly aren't interested in expanding it beyond a few close friends and intimate friendships. Yeah, I really don't have many friends at all. Definitely not many close friends that aren't already family. So, that's true. Having an active social life apparently isn't the most important thing to you. I could care less if I have a group of friends to go out with. I mean, I don't say that in a mean way. It's just, it's not the, I've never really wanted to go out and go to bars and stuff like that. That's just, it's not me. It doesn't interest me. Chances are that when the opportunity arises to socialize among a large group of people, you likely turn it down if possible. Well, usually I never get the chance to go hang out with a large group of people, but yes, I probably would rather turn it down. I would rather hang out with one or two people that I'm close with than a large group of people that it's for the sake of going out and having fun. This doesn't necessarily mean you don't enjoy socializing and being around other people. Rather, you generally prefer spending time with smaller groups of friends. That's what I just said. How freaky. Individuals who score similar to you typically aren't conversation starters, especially with people they aren't familiar with. Yeah, I've always had a hard time starting a conversation with a complete stranger. You know, like talking to a girl that I like, that really never happens. Unless we're in a situation where we're forced to talk. I wouldn't go up to a complete stranger and say, "Hi, how are you? My name is." It's awkward to me. It doesn't feel natural. And in the same return, if I know I'm going somewhere, like say a relative or a friend or something like that is having a party, and it's a whole new group of people that I've never met before, I kind of like to have information on each individual that's there, so I already know who I'm talking to. I already know their names. I already know their likes and dislikes, so that when I'm talking to them, well, I have something to talk about. I'm already like pre-planned in a way. Only for the fact that when I talk to somebody, I feel like I have nothing interesting to say. I feel like my life is boring, and well, I feel like you really don't want to hear it. So the other person that I'm talking to, they are the ones generally doing the talking, and I'm just sitting there listening. It says, in addition, you aren't known to be exceptionally outgoing unless with a close group of friends. Yeah, I'm not the life of the party. If I'm in a room, like say a classroom or a room or a restaurant, and I can choose where I want to sit, it's not in the middle of everything. It's off in a corner, usually the most tactical position, if that's what you want to call it, where I can see the entrance, I can see the exit, I can see windows, I can see what's coming. That's the vantage point that I prefer. I like to see everything, not be in the middle of everything. I want to know what's going on. I'm more of a people watcher, right? People watcher, than anything else. Then I could be in a crowded room, sit back and just watch everybody, and I'm fine with that. I'm content with that. I'm happy with that, rather than being in the middle of the room talking to everybody. So am I introverted or am I extroverted? Where I get a little confused is, well, obviously I'm a very quiet, private guy. High school, I never talked to anybody, never went to any dances, didn't go to prom, didn't have a girlfriend, nothing like that. I've been working since grade school. So all throughout high school, I worked like crazy. I got home from school, did my homework, went to work. Weekends, I worked. You know, that was what I did. I didn't have friends. I didn't go off to party. I didn't do anything socially in high school or anything like that. But when I got to college, I said I wanted to change that. So I made it a point to talk to people. I made it a point to try to make friends and such, and I did it. So what's the difference between high school and college? I'm not too sure, other than the fact that I made the decision that I wanted to be a little bit more outgoing. You know what I mean? So yeah, I would say I'm a shy person. I'd definitely say I'm a private person. But that's where there's a little bit of conflict, because I just asked my wife this the other day. I'm like, why did I ever start a YouTube channel knowing how quiet and shy and private I am? Why would I ever do that? And honestly, it's kind of a weird question. It's kind of a funny question and a funny thing that when most of my family or my wife's friends or something saw some of my videos, they said, I've never heard Chris talk so much. I've never heard him say so many words and speak so much. Yeah, you know, anytime I go somewhere, especially if it's like my wife's friends or something like that, I'm quiet. I'm the one watching my kids. I'm not talking. I'm listening to everybody else talk, but I'm not the one really engaging in the conversation. I just sit back and listen and gather the information. So it's kind of funny to hear them say, I've never heard him talk so much. It's kind of funny that I'm doing this stuff here where I'm vlogging and I'm talking. All I'm doing is talking. But you got to remember, from my perspective, I know I'm talking to you, but right now in the moment, I'm talking to the camera. There's no one else here. So essentially, I'm talking to myself knowing that I'm gonna be talking to you. It's kind of weird. It is. I mean, it's a weird situation to be in, that if there was, well, I mean, how many subscribers do I? Let's just say I have, I don't even know, 1,300 subscribers right now at the time of this recording, and it's a little less than that, but just the same, if every single one of you were in the room right now, would I feel comfortable being up on stage talking to you guys just like I am right now talking to you individually? Or would I even be comfortable talking to each one of you individually? I'm not too sure. It would be an interesting experiment. I think if it was a situation where you came and everybody came here to listen to me speak about something, and I had it prepared that I was going to speak about this or that, I think I could go up on stage and such and be in that kind of a platform, and I don't think I'd have a problem speaking. I mean, I'm going to be honest, I'm going to be me, I'm going to stumble over things, I'm not going to be perfect at it, but that's fine, because it's me, and I have no issue with that. Now, if I was up on stage doing something I wasn't comfortable doing, I'd probably have an issue with that, but then again, if you have enough practice, you're going to get comfortable at, just say, like singing or playing the piano or performing in a play or something like that. You're going to get comfortable at doing it. So it's really quite interesting to me that I am doing this through YouTube, vlogging and all that stuff, when it's kind of out of character for me. And definitely in like a work environment, work situation, I am the one who would rather, let's just get the work done, let's bust our butt, get it done, than be at the water cooler or the coffee station talking to everybody. It's like, well, we're at work. We're here for a reason. Let's actually work. We're not here to socialize and talk about our weekends and stuff like that. That's for after work. That's for friends and such. I don't get paid to socialize. I'm getting paid to do my job. Let's do the job effectively and to the best of my ability. That's my work ethic. Work hard, work smart, not hard in certain situations. But again, that's something I picked up from my grandma, my grandpa, my dad. Those are things that I learned from them. So I mean, it's interesting to do these little tests to kind of get an insight of where you fall in the category, whether it's introverted or extroverted or somewhere in between. It's kind of nice to know this stuff, but then again, I'm who I am. And as long as I'm aware of what I like and don't like and little things that I want to change about myself, and I take those steps to change things, well, then I don't see a problem being one or the other or both or a combination. But it's still kind of fun to, I know I wouldn't be the life of the party, put it that way. I don't have a desire to be, I don't have an interest to be. But if I had to be the life of the party, could I do it? No, I don't know, this doesn't make sense. So am I introverted or extroverted? I wouldn't say I'm categorically, is that a word? I wouldn't say I'm definitely like fully one or the other. It's more leaning towards introverted and shy and private and quiet than it is to outgoing and being the wild one and being the center of attention. That's not me. I'm more on the other scale of things. So it's kind of fun to realize this stuff. On the other end of things, I don't necessarily have an issue or problem being alone and having quiet time and having my personal time and such like that. I don't have to be around people 24/7. It's fine by me that I can be by myself and get things done and such. I'm good with that. But then there's also the desire to want to be around people, to want to be around my family and have that. So it's not like completely I need to be isolated, but it's not necessarily I need to be around 20 people all the time. I need to go out and socialize every single night. That's not me at all either. So it's definitely interesting just kind of evaluating this stuff about yourself. I recommend doing it. So throw it in the comments below. Are you introverted or extroverted, or somewhere in between, leaning more towards the other or the other? Just the same. And, well, I think we're pretty much done here. Yeah, it's going back to high school. I talked to maybe 2 to 3 kids in high school, and that was just like during classes or during gym or something like that. I never talked to anybody else. I was always the quietest one in the class, never really wanted to participate, never did any really outside. I didn't play any sports or anything like that, never went to any dances, didn't go to prom, nothing like that. I mean, I was just, I went there, I did my work, I went home, and then I went to work. That was my high school life. So if you're in the same boat or had the same high school life, thumbs up and leave a comment below. I hear you. Leave that comment. I hear you. I know what you mean. I know my high school career, my high school life was the same way. I don't know. It's just it's interesting finding that out about people, and it's like, oh, you didn't either, or oh, you did. I wouldn't have guessed that. You know what I mean? I'll see you on the next one. If you're there, I'm there as well, obviously, because otherwise, what? You're going to be staring at a blank video? That wouldn't make sense. So if you're clicking my video, obviously I'm there, but I'm making it in the sense that you'll be there. So be there. Otherwise, what's the point of making these videos? I think if it was a setting or a situation where I knew, hold on, man, oh my gosh, I think I'm getting sick. I kind of feel like I'm getting sick. But I think if it was a situation where you were here and you wanted to hear me speak, the problem is I can't cough because my back.